Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now live here on YouTube. I wonder if you guys can. Let me just check some things here real quick before we get this all started. And it sounds like we're good. We are good. So I will. Let's get to the. Let's get right to it. Let's. I'll wait a few minutes for you guys to get ready and everything. So just be sure to have your copy of Evil Dead 2 ready to sync up. So we are good to go. So here in just a few minutes I will get so you guys can have your copy of Evil Dead synced up. Be sure to start the movie, go into the main movie, and pause it at timestamp 0. If you're using a digital version, if you're watching this, if you're using a digital version, just start the movie up, go and just pause the video and rewind and set the timer and set it back to timestamp 0. If you're using the DVD version of it like I'm doing, just it should. I'm not sure. I forget if the movie starts up, if the movie just starts right up, or if it goes into the menu and then you have to start it. But anyway, just go to timestamp 0. This movie is 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 17 seconds long. So just be ready to have, just be ready to sync it up. Just go to timestamp 0, and when I say 3, 2, 1, go, you'll press play at the same time I say go. So if you are ready, and this is a live stream by the way, those of you watching after the fact, just be ready to sync up. So if all of you are ready, which those of you in the live chat, if you are ready, let's get right to it. So those of you watching this after the fact, let's get ready to sync up. So let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. And of course, the warning scenes, the little warning at the beginning of the movie saying that stuff in this movie may not be fit for kids. And we're getting right into the movie, folks. We're getting right into it. Yeah, the Necronomicon. We got some opening narration here. If CinemaSins did a everything wrong with Evil Dead 2, this would probably be the first sin that they'd put up. Opening narration. Ding. It's been a long time since I have seen this movie. It's been a few years. But last week I did my fan commentary of the 1981 film Evil Dead, and now I'm doing the commentary of the sequel, Evil Dead 2. And next Thursday I will be doing my fan commentary of Army of Darkness. I may save the Evil Dead remake for Halloween, or I might just save it for a special live stream, like let's say Friday the 13th. Yeah, October. For the month of October, we're going to have Friday the 13th in October. So I may wait until Friday the 13th to do a fan commentary of that. But next Thursday I will definitely do Army of Darkness fan commentary. He thinks it's deserted after what happened in the previous one. Hey, the bridge got rebuilt. So the bridge got rebuilt and everything's hunky dory, or so it may seem. and he says, "Well, the cabin may." His girlfriend, his new girlfriend, asked if is the cabin abandoned? Is it abandoned? And asks, well, I hope so. I didn't know that Bruce Campbell played the piano. It's probably some audio they used. Oh, I recognize that necklace. I recognize that necklace. That's from the previous movie. Well, where'd you get it from? Um, I bought it from my previous girlfriend that I had to chop up into tiny pieces. And I also used it to burn a book that may or may not be alive again. Oh, come on, Ash. You're being so corny. Yeah, this was 1987 after all. There were a lot of corny movies, and I bet this movie took a few years to make. Oh, there's that tape recorder. Yeah, this is the same recorder from the previous movie. The Castle of Kandar. Flashback footage. Ding! Flashbacks? How does CinemaSins do it? A flashback? De- whatever. Oh, the Book of the Dead. So yeah, this is not the way that they did this. It's not only a sequel, but it's also a remake. It's weird. They remake the first movie, and this movie pretends that that things from the previous movie never happened. I don't know why that was done, but I think the reason why it was done is to, yeah, well, I'll get into that later on because it's a bit spoilery. And now the guy that's the recording's reading from the book, the Necronomicon, and now the woods are coming alive again. If anything from the previous movie is any indication of, never read from a book that's written in blood. Yeah, no harm can come from reading a book. Yeah, it didn't turn out so well the last time. No harm. That's the main line from the Brendan Fraser mummy. Well, no harm can come from reading a book. Really, you summoned a mummy when you read the cover of the Book of the Dead, and the Ash is now the Ash's girlfriend's now possessed by the woods. We never get to see how she got possessed. The only thing we know is that Ash's girlfriend got taken into the woods by the woods. Ooh, that was an exact scene from the first movie. That didn't take long. Ash's girlfriend is now buried because she got possessed by the woods. Well, that didn't take long. Join us. Join us. That's basically what the woods are saying. Join us. Join us. Oh, the camera's going. The trees are going through the entire house. Face first in the water. Trees picked him up and threw him way across the land and into a tree and face first into the water. Hey, daylight. A little cross-eyed there, aren't you, Ash? Ash went cross-eyed there. Yeah, well, uh, that wasn't very pretty. Lost your girlfriend there very quickly, didn't you, Ash? I bought a couple of movies here recently, 4 of which I'm very proud of. I hadn't seen 2 of the movies in quite a long time. The 2 movies I haven't seen in years is Halloween Town 1 and 2, which have the late Debbie Reynolds as the star of the 2 movies. And I also bought Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey and Homeward Bound 2: Lost in San Francisco. I may do fan commentaries of those movies sometime later. And I may do some read-throughs of some comics. In fact, I may do that. I think the next couple live streams, I think I may start up a new series where I just read through some comics, and I may just record myself reading books and upload it on my YouTube channel. That way you guys can listen to me read a book. But anyway, back to the fan commentary. Well, it's daytime and Ash's girlfriend's dead. And oh, there's the voice. There's the Join Us voice. Join us. I think that's still Sam Raimi doing the Join Us voice. And Ash doesn't know what to think. Oh, yep, he's gonna leave. Good. Smart. Very smart, Ash. Time for you to leave. But unfortunately, the bridge has collapsed. The bridge has been torn out by the trees. So you can't leave. You're trapped. But wait a minute. Didn't one of Ash's friends in the last movie say that there's a trail? Yeah, Ash, get a grip on yourself. There's always a way out. Uh-oh. The sun's setting. But the sun just came up, but now it's setting again. Well, the trees are coming back to get him again. You better run, Ash. They're coming to get you. The trees are coming to get him. Oh, wow. Ash went straight through the windshield and down to the ground below. But the trees still want to get Ash, for whatever reason. Ash just abandoned his car, running toward the cabin. Aren't you trying to leave that cabin, Ash? I don't think the no. Honey, what you doing? These guys don't use doors. The trees don't use doors. It's no good trying to close the door behind you. Well, the trees can't find Ash. He disappeared. And the trees are leaving. Good for you, Ash. Good for you. You hid from the trees. Just don't give them any reason to come back. Also, at some point down the line, I may do some fan commentaries of the Lord of the Rings Extended Edition movies. So just stay tuned for that. I may do that at some point down the line. Well, there's the daughter of the good doctor that recorded that audio of himself reading the book. Oh, good. They're heading toward the cabin. They have no idea what happened at that cabin. Well, they're about to find out. The hard way. They think that the Book of the Dead is a doorway to another world, a doorway to more riches. well, you're about to find out that you are completely wrong on that assumption. Well, Ash is now woken up from whatever nap he took, however short it may be, and he's looking a bit paranoid. Well, wouldn't you be if you got chased by a bunch of tree limbs? There are a lot of glares on my computer screen because, well, it's 12:36 p.m. Central. The sun is right overhead and it's glaring through my window. Oh, the piano's playing by itself and he's not even playing it. It's playing the same song he played earlier in the film. That piano's just driving him nuts. Well, his girlfriend's rising up from the grave. A headless corpse of a girlfriend. Well, this is kind of strange. That was kind of strange. And there's the jump scare. Well, Ash's now dead girlfriend is driving him nuts. Hey Ash, it was all a dream. You were dreaming the whole thing. Yep, he was dreaming the whole thing. Oh, maybe not. Ooh. Well, his girlfriend's head has bit his hand and won't let go. Just stick the head in the fire. Yeah, the woodshed. I forgot about that. Well, he's in the shed now. I wonder what's going to happen here. Oh, the chainsaw's gone. Oh, there's the chainsaw. The body of his dead girlfriend's got the chainsaw. Ew. Grab the chainsaw and just get rid of that monstrosity. Well, the possessed girlfriend is trying to talk him out of doing what he has to do. Well, he just used the chainsaw and didn't even bother showing it, which, well, quite frankly, I don't think even I wanted to see that. There won't be a whole lot of talking here. At least for some scenes. Well, Ash, you did what you had to do. That demon-possessed girlfriend of yours gave you no choice. Well, I guess we can now call her an ex-girlfriend. Well, you got your shotgun and you got your chainsaw. Well, now the chair's possessed. Are you really going to touch that chair, Ash? It is moving by itself, after all. And it just stopped by itself. Ash doesn't know what to think. Yeah, just keep looking yourself up. His reflection. Ash's reflection is now choking him. Well, turns out he was choking himself. Ash has lost his mind. Or at least he thinks he has. Uh-oh. Ash's right hand is now possessed. Ash's right hand's now attacking him. Nothing can stop the claw! The claw will come after you. Yep, your right hand's possessed. Hopefully that's not your writing hand. Well, Ash, you should know once a demon possesses something, it's hard to get rid of it. And here comes the good doctor's daughter in her car. But unfortunately, she's going to find that the bridge to get to the cabin is utterly destroyed. Bridge is out. That's why. Reason why you can't get to the cabin's because the bridge has been torn to smithereens. the trail. They are the trail that was mentioned in the first movie just got mentioned here. $100 to lead him. Oh, there's the caveat. Carry your bags to the cabin, and you'll get your $100. You'll get a lot more than that too. You're gonna try and drown your hand. Your right hand is still possessed, Ash. The only way to unpossess it is to cut it off. Unless you enjoy pain and misery. Good night, Ash. Uh-oh, meat cleaver. The possessed hand has found a meat. The possessed hand has found a meat cleaver, and he is scratching and clawing his way to it. Ooh, Ash just stabbed his possessed right hand, and Ash is in some serious pain. Yep, you gotta do what you gotta do. Who's laughing now? Well, Ash just chopped off his possessed right hand, so he's without a right hand. And the researcher's daughter is finding her way to the cabin, and what a surprise she'll see. Oh, the guy thought he was going to carry 2 bags, but he's having to carry an entire trunk full of stuff. Well, there's that right hand. You know, for a right hand, it sure is nosy. Or, not nosy, noisy. Oh, there it goes. The possessed right hand has escaped. Ah, there's the hand. Ash is trying to shoot his own possessed right hand. Oh, Ash thought he got his possessed right hand and ended up getting something else. Oh, now Ash has really lost his mind because now everything's starting to laugh. The the furniture is starting to laugh at Ash. Even the books are laughing. And now Ash is laughing like a maniac. Yeah, we've lost Ash. Ash's mind has gone insane. Whoa, hello. Um, Something is happening in the background. I'm not sure what. Is there any buffering problems? I hope things are good for all of you. Oh my. Something is going on with my computer. Ew. Wow, something's happening here. Yep, buffering. Sorry about the buffering, folks. Really sorry about the buffering. Something's going on and I'm not liking it one bit. Really sorry about that. My internet really crapped out there for a couple seconds. Yeah, my internet crapped out there. We had at least 59 dropped frames there. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, there's a couple frames missing. I'm sorry about that. But hopefully it hasn't messed up your whole overall experience here. Again with the encoding overload. My internet's really been screwy lately. My internet has really gotten crazy over the past couple days. I'm hoping my internet hasn't crapped out on me, we'll try and get through this fan commentary, and once this fan commentary is over with, we'll see what is going on with my internet. But hey, at least the researchers the researcher's daughters got into the cabin. Well, he's down in the cellar. I do not know exactly what was going on. I'm gonna find out what was happening with my internet, because I really want to apologize for all of that buffering. Oh, then they're playing the audio tape. The the daughter's playing her father's audio tape. Yeah, she's figuring out that her father died because he read passages from the book. Oh, that's ill-timed. The researchers then the researcher the researcher's wife died while he was translating the Book of the Dead, and he couldn't bring himself to dismember her body because if you remember in the first movie, the only way to destroy a demon possessed individual is by dismembering the body, which the researcher couldn't do. So what he did instead was just bury her entire body in the basement. And old sweet Henrietta has decided to resurrect. The evil dead has risen. I do not know why there are buffering issues. I'm going to find out what's going on with my internet after the stream's over. But we'll keep on going here. Oh. The eyeball of the undead Henrietta flew right across the room and into the mechanic's girlfriend's mouth. Ugh. Yeah, there's something out there. Ash is now explaining what's going on. Looks like we're now halfway through the movie. Oh, the undead Henrietta is now singing. This Deadite, as they are called in the third movie, is really wanting out of that cellar, but Ash is not going to let that happen. Oh, good. The boyfriend of the researcher's daughter's boyfriend is now possessed. Whoa, okay, he's now dead. Well, one Deadite down, one more to go. The researcher's boyfriend is now dead and dismembered. Hmm. It's Yeah, the woods don't want you to leave. That's why everything's changing. And also time just stopped. There will be no dawn for you. There are a bunch of noises coming from all over that cabin. And it's freaking out the mechanic's girlfriend. a lot of big bangs happening outside that cabin, all of which want to get right to Ash and kill him. Hmm. The only one that will actually go into that bedroom is Ash. The others are... Well, actually, no. The researcher's daughter's going in too. How about that? I am going to find out why I lost about 59 frames there a couple of minutes ago. I'm going to find out why that happened. I want to apologize for those dropped frames and for the buffering issues. I'll find out what happened later on. I think after this live stream, I'll go get me something to eat. I'm hungry. Oh, yeah, you think there's nothing in there, but something's there. Aren't the cowardly ones of the group always the first victims? Hey, it's the researcher that read out of the Necronomicon. Recite the passages of the... So the researcher who read out of the Necronomicon broke through into the human world to warn his daughter to read the passages of the book that she found to get rid of the evil. Oh, hey, Ash's hand found its way back. Bobby Joe, the mechanic's girlfriend, has decided to exit the cabin and run for the hills. Which may not be a good idea. Hey, there's some piano work. There's some piano playing on the soundtrack. Sounds like some of the piano work from the original Planet of the Apes. Oh, the trees have got the mechanic's girlfriend. We may be getting a repeat of the previous movie. Well, she's being dragged across the ground. Well, you're as good as dead. You are as good as dead because the trees, well, they don't like intruders on their land. Read the passages, save the world. Well, the mechanic's girlfriend is dead, and I think the mechanic may be next. You gotta go out there and find her. Just forget about her, she's dead. Ash felt a disturbance in the force. The guy in that picture looks a lot like you, Ash. But he don't know that yet. You're going to recite a passage that manifests the evil in flesh. And the second passage creates a rift. Oh boy, the mechanic has a shotgun and he's demanding that they go outside and find his girlfriend. Well, at least he didn't burn the pages, because there was a fire right next to him. He could have easily tossed the pages into the fire and gotten rid of them for good. But like the brain-dead idiot he is, he decided, well, I'm going to toss these pages right into the basement, and no one's going to ever get them again. It's always the brain-dead idiots that get killed last or first or whatever. But he's expendable. But he don't know that yet. The mechanic don't know he's expendable. But he will soon. The hard way. Whew. Oh yeah, call out for. Let the entire forest of dead trees know you're there. Let the evil that's let yeah, go ahead and call out for Bobby Joe. Let the evil that dwells within the trees know that you're there. And he's still calling out for, like the dumb idiot he is. You better run, Mr. Mechanic. Too late. He should have run while he had the chance, but he didn't. And now Ash has been possessed. Oh, hey, the demon dagger. That's good for something. It's very, very quiet. Danger lurks around every corner. And if you're in a cabin like this, you gotta be a little bit paranoid. I know I would. Well, something's trying to break through that door. Oh, it was the mechanic. The mechanic tried to break through and he got stabbed in the stomach by the researcher's daughter. Yes. Oh, there's the possessed Ash. Well, move the mechanic out of the way and then close the door. Yeah, move his legs. There you go. The possessed Ash is still trying to break through. And he just stopped. Well, you can just pretty much put a, the mechanic is, he's pretty much dead. If you got stabbed in the stomach by a dagger like that, you'd be as good as dead. There's the axe. That mechanic's not gonna be good for anything. The only thing he'll be doing is just lying on the floor, moaning and groaning. Oh, there's the. Oh yeah, we forgot about Henrietta. Henrietta decided to grab the mechanic. Goodbye, mechanic. Nice knowing you. Yeah, the mechanic's history. The mechanic is now dead. The demon of the basement has ate him up. Oh, there's Ash. There's the possessed Ash. The demon possessed Ash is attempting to kill the only person that can read the passages. Yeah, the necklace. The magnifying glass necklace. There he goes. He's come to his senses, I think. Then the real Ash is back. Welcome back, Ash. You are no longer possessed. But you've done some serious damage, though. The researcher still thinks that he's possessed. He's not possessed anymore. You got it pretty rough, don't you, Ash? The researcher's daughter's not really listening. Oh yeah, the pages are in the basement. Go into the fruit cellar and get the pages. But there's one problem. Henrietta is still in the basement. Ash is doing a bit of reconstruction to the chainsaw. There's that double-barreled shotgun. This double-barreled sawed-off shotgun. And there's the line. Groovy. Groovy. So here's a little fun fact for you. Those of you out there that don't know the history of the character Duke Nukem, Duke Nukem takes quotes from different movies and uses it as his own quotes. More specifically, he takes quotes from the Evil Dead movies. All the quotes that Duke Nukem does, like groovy or things like that, he takes from this movie. In fact, if you want to really consider one movie to be a Duke Nukem movie, I think you can call the Rowdy Roddy Piper movie They Live to be a Duke Nukem movie. Well, there's one page. All that's left now is to find the others, which are in the other room of the fruit cellar. Well, they found a couple pages, but not all of them. Ash still has to go through the entire cellar for a boss battle. Well, there's the bones of the mechanic. And there are the rest of the pages of the Necronomicon. Look behind you, Ash. Alright, researcher, start reading. Oh, there she is. There's the other demon-possessed person. Keep reading. Don't pay attention to that man behind the curtain. Just keep reading. But of course, it's a horror movie. The person who's reading some very important documents always has to stop reading and see what's going on. Well, Henrietta has the researcher. And here comes Ash out of the basement. Get the dagger and stab that thing. Get the dagger. Uh-oh. Well, Henrietta is now transforming into a monster that apparently uses the shriek of a monkey. Uh-oh. Singing to it. That's a good distraction. Ooh, stabbed in the back by the chainsaw. And now Henrietta is dead. The possessed Henrietta is now gone with the wind. One thing left is to keep reading the rest of the pages. Concentrate on the task at hand, and then you can get it all over with. Start reading. Oh, here comes the, I think they've summoned, yep, the beast is coming alive. Read the rest of the passages of the book. They've summoned the demon spirit in the flesh. Now they have to make that portal show up and suck everything out. Well, keep reading. Get the rest of that thing and start reading. Read the second passages. Don't just stand there looking like an idiot. Keep reading. And she just got stabbed by Ash's demon-possessed hand. Well, that giant tree now has Ash in his possession. Don't let that knife in your back stop you. Keep reading. Keep reading! And there's the portal. She finished the passage. The passages have been read. Portal has been opened. Oh, you think you've won, have you? We've won! We've won! Victory is ours! Well, I have some bad news for you. The portal's been opened, and now you're going to be sucked into the oblivion from which you came. Yeah, there it goes. The evil has went back into the portal. Not sure about what's going to happen to Ash. Yep, she did it. Evil's gone. And so are you. That entire cabin's being sucked into the portal. Well, Ash just got sucked into the portal. Huh, Ash is being transported to somewhere. Well, Ash, you're somewhere where there's lots of sand. and people in armor, and well, Ash has been transported back to the medieval age. Well, there's a flying deadite, and all the medieval warriors are running away. Well, that flying deadite's now dead. Guess what, Ash? You know that little page you read where that little prophecy you read about a warrior being falling from the sky? Well, turns out you are that warrior. Yep, Ash, you are the one that was prophesied. The picture of that person, of the prophesied one who would destroy the evil forever, is actually you. You're the one that didn't do a very good job of destroying those deadites. Which also sets up a sequel. Yep, that ending sets up the beginning of Army of Darkness, and well, this movie's now over. We're now in the end credits. Wow. It has been a long time since I've seen that movie. We had at least one hiccup where we had some dropped frames and some buffering issues. But overall, this was a good live stream. But I am going to find out why there was buffering issues. But other than that, this was a great stream. Very, very great stream. You know, Bruce Campbell returning as Ash, Sarah Berry as Annie, Dan Hicks as Jake, and of course Theodore Raimi, Sam Raimi's brother, as the possessed Henrietta. Great movie. Can't wait to do Army of Darkness next week. Well, next week is next Thursday. I'll be doing the fan commentary of Army of Darkness. And once I have done the fan commentary of Army of Darkness, I will return to my weekly Let's Talk series. I wanted to do the entire Evil Dead trilogy. So next week is my fan commentary of Army of Darkness, if all goes well. I hope. Well, this was a great stream, despite that little hiccup we had earlier. Well, once the movie does eventually end, I'll be ending the stream here in a little bit. But we still got some time left. The credits aren't over yet, so I still got some time to talk. Yeah, like I said, next week I'll be doing my fan commentary of Army of Darkness, and once that fan commentary has been done, I will go back to my weekly. I'll go back to my weekly Let's Talk live streams after I do Army of Darkness, which will happen next week. And for Friday the 13th, for Friday, October 13th, I may do the Evil Dead remake. I may. I'll find all of my horror movies that I have. Not sure which one of my Halloween themed movies I'll do. I've got the Evil Dead remake. I've got a Chucky sequel. I've got I'll go through my movies and I'll find out which one I want to do for Friday October 13th. But anyway, this movie is now, well, movie's over. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Be sure to click that like button, hit that like button, click that subscribe button. Also, click that little bell to get notifications as to when I go live here on YouTube. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to this live stream and being very patient with me as we had that little buffering issue with the dropped frames earlier in the stream. I want to thank all of you for tuning in today. I'm BroncoBilly405. I'll see you next week with the finale of this Evil Dead Trilogy, Army of Darkness. So, I'm BroncoBilly405. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.